Hi everyone! Kung bago lang po kayo dito sa channel natin, my name is Christine from the Succulent Buddies, and in this channel, ang pinag-uusapan po palagi natin is care tips for growing our succulents and kung paano sila paramihin, palaguin, at pagandahin ng ganito, and also how to treat them kung magka-problema man tayo while we grow them. Sana po ma-like nyo ang ating video and subscribe to the channel para palagi po kayong notified pag may bago akong ina-upload. So today, ang pag-uusapan po natin ay ang succulent ko dito. Ang ID niya is Graptopetalum subspecies bernalens. Very fast grower. Nag-start po ako ng isa lang. Ganito exactly yung size niya, baka mas maliit pa nga. Pero isa lang na ganito. And now, about 2.5 years later, ayan na po, yan na karami. Tapos, meron pa rin po akong isa pang pot. Dito, na puno na ng Graptopetalum subspecies bernalens natin. Aside from this, marami na rin po akong na-take na cuttings na nalagay sa mga arrangements. So, ang pag-uusapan po natin today is kung ano ang gagawin natin para maparami natin sila ng ganito. Paano nga po ba natin mapaparami ang succulent na to growing from isa lang to 2 full pots of the succulent at marami pang iba na nakat natin. So, one of the ways to propagate the succulents is the very popular succulent propagation by leaves. So, we have some succulents here that are succulent leaves nitong subspecies bernalens natin in different stages. Ito, wala pa siyang baby, naghihintay pa lang tayo. This one grew roots first, tapos sumunod po yung baby. Nakikita nyo, may maliit na baby na siya. And then, this one, nagka-baby na po, nagka-roots na rin, and there's still a lot of life dyan sa leaf niya. Pagkatapos, this last one over here, nag-grow po yung isang leaf ng 2 babies at nalanta na po yung leaf niya. So, now it's working on growing more roots to go into the soil para lumaki siya at tumatanggap na po rin siya ng tubig. So, kung gusto nyo po ng mabilis na way na mapadami sila at mapalaki sila, the best way to do this is actually to take cuttings from your succulents itself. Either cuttings or beheadings. You can behead the main plant or mag-cuttings lang kayo kung gusto nyo pa rin pong may yung pot nyo. Ako po, ang ginagawa ko pag ganito, kinakalbo ko talaga, and then I actually just start a whole new pot of them para yung mga stems po natin ay magkaroon ng mga baby. So, how do we cut? Mamili lang po kayo kung ano yung gusto nyong gupitin. So, in this case, gupitin natin to. Make sure that you cut, leaving at least 2 inches of stem, like so, ganyan. At least 2 inches of stem para meron po tayong matanim sa soil para po nakatayo sila. So, now that I have this, I have these two. Ipaplant po natin sila sa sarili nilang bagong pot, and then make sure that these stems po that we cut callus for at least 3 to 4 days bago nyo po sila i-plant sa dry well draining soil. Ngayon, pwede rin naman pong hindi nyo sila i-callus, pero there's sort of a risk na baka po mag-rot kasi sila pag hindi nyo callus. Pero just make sure na until these ends are dry and until we have roots, wag nyo pong didiligan. That is going to take approximately about 3 to 4 weeks bago po sila magka-roots. So, we are going to cut up the rest of our succulent here. Bihad natin sila. Kakalbuhin ko po lahat yan. And then, magre-repat na po tayo ng mga cuttings natin. Okay? Gusto nyo pong gawin pag kinalbo nyo ng ganito? What do you do with the leftover stems? Siguraduhin nyo po na magkakalos to. Huwag nyo po silang hahayaan mabasa until totally dry na yung sugat nila. I like to put cinnamon on top of each cut. Let it dry for mga 3 days. Tapos kung may super glue po kayo or wood glue, pwede din, i-seal nyo po ng glue yung mga cut na yan para po pag na-rain or shine na siya ulit, there is no wala pong pumasok na tubig dyan or any type of moisture. Kasi pag natubigan po yan, habang bukas pa po yung cut nila, pwede pong mag-rot yung stem nyo and then hindi na po siya mag-grow ng mga babies. Pero now that you've done this, give it mga 2 weeks po, or actually in the next 3 months or so. Bright shaded area lang po sila. Huwag nyong hahayaan mabasa. Basta't fresh pa po yung sugat nila. Huwag nyong hahayaan mabasa. And wag nyo pong masyadong didiligan. Konti lang ang dilig niya. This pot right here does not need as much water as ng full pot na ganito. Kasi nga, walang leaves ito to absorb water. Pero, in about a month, makakita na po kayo ng new growth. There will be new babies all around those stems. And, mas puno pa po sila later on pag lumaki na sila ng ganyan. Okay? So, total kalbo, but I promise you, if you care for them properly, like I have given you instructions for, kakapal po yan, magkakaroon po ng maraming babies. Ngayon po, we have all these cuts. Ang gagawin natin is, meron po akong cinnamon ngayon dito. If you've watched my older videos, I always say na cinnamon has antifungal properties that kill certain types of candida in the soil. So, I always like to put cinnamon sa cut ends po ng mga succulent ko para parang extra protective barrier na rin ng mga cut ends nila. It also helps it dry faster, and some people actually say that it works really well as a rooting hormone. So I'm just going to continue putting cinnamon on the cut ends here, and we will repot afterwards. So here, meron po akong terracotta pot that is filled with new, fresh, and dry, well-draining soil na ipagpa-plant po natin ng ating mga cuttings that we took of our subspecies Barnalens. Ngayon po, if you want to know the recipe for my cactus and succulents, please refer to episode number 18, Succulent Care Tips for Beginners. Marami pong care tips doon, lalo po kung baguhan pa lang po kayo. At nandun din po ang soil mix recipe ko for all of my succulents. Lahat ng cuttings natin that we took, meron na lahat cinnamon ang ends nila. So now let's plant and talk care tips para po lumaki ang mga succulent cuttings na tinake natin. So after about 3 to 4 days, pag nagkalos na po yung mga cuts ng succulents natin, pwede na natin silang ilagay sa dry and very well draining soil. Ngayon, you just simply stick it in. Make sure po dry po and very well draining ang soil nyo. Because kung may basa po yan kahit konti lang, there is a chance that you risk your succulents rotting. So ayan, isa-isa ko lang pong linalagay dito. Just make sure that you make space. Ang number 1 rule po, guys, pag ganito, okay, is besides the soil being completely dry, pag plinant nyo, wag na wag po kayong magdidilig ng succulent cuttings until they have roots. Depending on the succulent, depende po kung gaano sila katagal magro-roots. Kung mga ganito po yung succulents na ipaplant nyo, just like mine, this takes approximately 4 weeks, 3 to 4 weeks bago po sila mag-root. So mga in 4 weeks, check nyo po sila kung may roots na sila. Always remember, no roots, no dilig. Kasi po, kung walang roots ang mga succulents nyo, pagkatapos diniligan nyo, ang mangyayari is they will end up sitting in wet soil. Tapos po, wala naman silang roots. So, hindi po sila makakainom ng water. Pag ganun po, naupo po sila sa soil na basa, tapos hindi natutuyo dahil nga hindi hinihigop ng roots nila, that is what causes our succulent cuttings to rot. So, always remember, no water, no dilig. Yun po ang pinaka-importante sa cuttings. Ang pangalawang tip po is, habang wala pa po silang roots, make sure that you place them in a very bright and shaded area kung saan hindi sila mababasa, pero meron pa rin silang bright light from the sun. Kasi at this point, pag binigyan nyo po sila ng direct sunlight kahit na morning, pag wala pa pong roots, they are very susceptible to sunburn. So, Pag may roots na po sila, pag nadidiligan nyo na, didiligan nyo lang po nun konti. Just enough to moisten the soil. Pero hindi po deep dilig katulad ng kung may full pot po kayong ganito. Kasi nga, hindi pa po marami ang roots nila. So, mamoist nyo lang po yung soil and then after mga 3 to 4 days matutuyo siya ulit, didiligan nyo na naman hanggang sa mag-stable na po yung roots nila and mag-develop ng mas marami and then didiligan nyo na, dadagdagan nyo na rin po nun yung dilig nyo. Pagkatapos, pag may roots na po sila, ang mangyayari po kasi is magdadry po yung mga leaves nila, katulad ng mga to, yung mga bottom leaves na ganyan, iinom po sila sa bottom leaves nila habang wala po silang roots. So, in the process of growing new roots, you will lose some bottom leaves, mga 3 or 4 or 5, at saka mangangayayat po yung mga leaves ng mga yan, magiging dehydrated. Pero as soon as they do grow roots, and dinidiligan nyo na, those leaves will slowly plump back up again. Tataba po ulit sila. Tapos, pag fulling tumaba na naman po sila ulit, when they get back to normal, from the dilig, at saka nagka-roots na po kasi sila, stable na, doon nyo po sila i-introduce ulit sa morning sun. Start with 2 hours of morning sun, and then about every 4 days or so, you can add another 2 hours hanggang sa maging full sun na po sila. Hanggang sa masanay na po ulit sila sa full sun. Ayaw nyo pong biglain kasi po, ang mangyayari is, pag nabigla sila, masa-sunburn po sila and then hindi po maganda. And then sometimes, too much sunburn can also kill them. Ayun, I have a leaf that broke off pero okay lang. Magpa-propagate na lang siya dyan. Medyo masikip yata yung pot. Akala ko malaki na. But I'm just going to fit everything in there. So, sana po nakatulong tong video na to at saka yung mga care tips kung paano po paramihin ang mga succulent rosettes natin. So, if you have succulents like Graptopetalum myrinae or basta yung mga katulad po nun, ganito rin po sila paramihin. Same process lang po. Just make sure na hindi po sila mababasa until they have roots. And then, same rin po dito sa kinalbo natin, meron na lahat silang cinnamon. Make sure you place them in a bright shaded area where hindi sila mababasa. Pagkatapos po, in about a month, makakakita na kayo ng new baby, yung new growth. And then, pag nakita nyo po yun, pwede nyo na po silang diligan ng konti-konti rin lang. Pag mga ganyan na po kalaki yung mga babies that start to grow, pwede nyo na po silang introduce sa morning sun. And then, slowly, every, 4 days, mga 2 hours of sun, and then dagdag na naman ng 2 hours every 4 days, hanggang sa maging full sun na po sila. So, anyways, guys, sana po nakatulong itong video na ito para sa inyo that want to multiply your succulents, kung paano sila paramihin, paano mabilis ma-propagate, and hopefully, my methods work for you as well. Happy planting po. And pugot na po ng pugot para dumami yung succulents natin. Again, this is Christine from these Succulent Buddies. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. And I will see you on the next one. Maraming salamat po.